Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Check it out, back in the tropics, and we're doing a one-on-one comparison between the DJI Action 5 Pro right here and the new GoPro Hero 13 Black. This is basically my mount system right here. Just have them both set side by side. We're going to be doing a comparison on similar modes and just kind of run around, go in the water, see how these things perform, do a little bit of slow-mo. This is going to be kind of a multi-seasonal type of review, where if you were using it in cold climates and hot climates, it's right around 80 degrees right now here where we're starting out. Then we're going to go in colder climates and also do some nighttime stuff where it's really cold and see how these things hold up. So let's get started with the comparison. About 1 feet away from both microphones or both cameras, and here's how the audio sounds while I'm in the water, just talking straight at both cameras from the back. Of course, we've already gone under the water, so there might be a little bit of water muffling. Let's see how it is when we go under and come back up with the audio. Okay, directly out of the water, and here's how they both sound. I'll have them switching between the DJI and the GoPro. Whoop! Ooh, bit of a swell there. Remember, 1 feet away from the cameras, just out of the water. Let's go under this wave right here. So both cameras are very well waterproofed according to the spec, and both of them should be about a 50-foot waterproofing depth or more. Not going to test the waterproofing depth today, but you know, if you want to go deeper, you can always get a really deep dive case. Alright, so this has been 4K, 30 frames per second, horizontal or horizon balance on both. We're going to switch them up to see how it does with some slow motion. Well, I think that's going to kind of wrap it up for the beach and ocean section of this review. It seemed like they both did pretty well, but it's going to be in the fine details, right? What I wanted to do real quick is just see what the power was remaining. The DJI on the left here actually has 76% power remaining. You got to just tap on it there. And the GoPro has 59% remaining. So it looks like you're definitely going to get way more battery life with the DJI 5 Pro. So we're doing quite a few tests, guys. Remember, we're doing 4K 30 all the way up to, I was doing 120 frames per second. And when you hit that 120 frames per second, you can't do any kind of stabilize. So it took the stabilize off. But hopefully you can see the difference in slow motion. Now the GoPro does even a higher 240 frames per second. I didn't do that on this one because I wanted a kind of a equivalent comparison, just comparing the same modes. And then I was also doing, I'll have annotated on the screen when I was doing kind of a rotation test where I was rotating them all the way around once in a while. So you can kind of see like how they performed each on stabilization, walking, running, sprinting. And it would have been kind of neat to see some of those waves in slow motion. So that's going to kind of conclude the, tropical beach and ocean water test. Let's get this thing into some cold temperatures. I also honestly didn't have any overheating problem. It's probably about, 80, 85 degrees in the sun right now. And there were zero issues with overheating. So that takes us to kind of a cold test. So we're going to get back into the cold climate. Going to be down to probably 20-degree weather, and let's see if these things, how they perform in that cold weather and on some bike rides and stuff. Eating chips? Eating chips?